Hey friends, it's been a while. So New Year's is coming up. 2023 is right around the corner. We may be reflecting back on our year and thinking about the achievements that we may have come across, and the regrets that we may have had, the goals not completed. And of course, this is a good time to look forward and think about the upcoming year and think about what things we'd like to manifest for ourselves and maybe set some goals. Although I'm not a big goal setter, I go with the flow and how I feel. But of course, if you're a goal setter, all the power to you. So without much ado, what's the book that I read? It's called The Moses Code. It's a pretty small book, really quite easy to read. I got it on sale for $5 from the Hay House. I don't know if they still have the sale on, but I definitely encourage you to check it out. So, what's it about? It's about the law of attraction, or rather, the evolution of the law of attraction. For those of you who don't know what the law of attraction is, it's based on the idea that whatever we desire, we can manifest if we can get into the feeling of already having it, and kind of lower our resistance and be in the receiving mode. If we're able to achieve this, then the universe will align for us and deliver to us in divine timing. I know that was a mouthful, but that's pretty much the gist of it. In my experience, getting too attached to the law of attraction, thinking that if you're able to daydream correctly and really feel the feelings and stuff, that whatever you desire will come to you. If you get too attached to that idea, it could be disappointing because it's not always that magical, although sometimes it can be. But the thing that's really great about it is that it puts you on this creator mode and you become responsible for everything in your life. So all the shitty things and all the good things, you take ownership of it because you felt a certain way, your perspective's a certain way. That's why things are happening to you in your life and your outer reality is unfolding in a certain way. So, having said that, I want to drop this caveat. This person that I have been following on YouTube for the last 10 years almost, if not more actually, they go by the name of Abraham Hicks. It's a lady and she channels this entity called Abraham Hicks. And basically, they talk about everything under the sun, a plethora of topics. You can YouTube Abraham Hicks depression or Abraham Hicks money, and you'll see a whole bunch of videos pop up where she talks about how to get into the feeling of having money or not being depressed, lowering your resistance, and get to a place of good feeling so you can open up to receive these blessings from the universe. It's done a lot of good in my life. My mental makeup has changed. I'm a much more positive person, and I'm able to snap out of negative mood swings much quicker, although, they're still there and I do struggle with low mood, etc. But I can really get into the mode of being grateful and get into the mode of being grateful and get into a better feeling place. My relationships have also improved for much better. I really would recommend Abraham Hicks to anyone who's needing some help in their life in any way. I think it's really helped me over the years. I've had some material success, but it's not really measuring up to my imagination. Like the way I imagine myself, it's not there yet. It may get there, I don't know, but it's good to have high expectations, I think, at the end of the day. If you can if you can manage not feeling depressed about it, not manifesting. So let's dive into the book. Where does the Moses Code fit in with the law of attraction. So the Moses Code takes a more religious angle. The author talks about Moses going up to the burning bush where the fire isn't consuming the bush and having that wonderful conversation with God that eventually leads him to freeing the Israelite slaves from the Pharaoh. Huge feat, an impossible feat by any measure, but it gets done through a series of miracles. And God's name is revealed to him in that conversation. So, what the author is saying is that that intimacy that Moses had with God, it's there for all of us to experience, and we can use God's name to basically energize our feelings and our visualizations to manifest stuff. So that's the first part of the book. Is how to visualize and chant and manifest. It's quite fascinating. It has exercises and stuff, so that's good too. Where it gets really interesting for me is the second part of the book. Yes, the second part of the book where he talks about creating not from our ego, so all the stuff we want, like a house, a car, a hot partner, or whatever. Not the ego driven stuff, but creating from a place of light. Creating from the inside, knowing that everything we need is already within us. Having that knowing or gnosis and going from there. That intimacy that you can have with yourself and God, and move on with your life and your manifestations from that place. It's a much more meaningful and intimate way of doing things, I thought. The book does a much better job than me summarizing it, so I'll go ahead and read a quick blurb from the book. Okay, so this is towards the end. He says, "The Moses Code is a gift from heaven, a conversation that leads you into divine relationship that fulfills every hope and dream you could ever conceive. There's nothing outside the you God created, nothing for you to receive from anyone or anything that isn't already fully present within. Embrace it and it is yours, for the truth will never abandon you." Moses may have never reached the promised land, but you have. You did it by realizing that there's nowhere for you to go at all. You discovered where you've always been, heaven. There's no desert to cross, no Pharaoh to battle. There's nothing but your own thoughts and the decisions you make about yourself. Claim to be one with God and speak with the voice of God. And everything else is given to you automatically. The kingdom of heaven is all around you this very moment. Open your eyes and see, and only then you'll be truly seen. So that's one of the very last paragraphs, and I think it kind of really summarizes the spirit of the book. There are things that I don't agree with within the book, especially when he says that we can be, one with God and stuff like that. I don't come from that belief system. So I think take stuff that resonates with you and leave the stuff that doesn't. But I do still think it's worth the read. And the final thing that I want to leave you with are the 10 keys to manifesting and the 10 blocks to manifesting. I won't go into detail. I think you can read the book for that. And it's pretty self-explanatory. So the 10 keys to manifesting everything you desire. Be clear, be open, be willing, be happy, be focused, be expectant, be energetic, be positive, be true, and lastly, be grateful. I think being grateful is probably the most important part. It will take you through any rough day that you're having. If you can look around you and name 10 things that you're grateful for, so it could be your health, your family, roof over your head, food on the table, maybe your education, your job, your kids, what have you. Name 10 things that you're grateful for, and you'll instantly feel better and you'll be more connected to spirit. So, the 10 blocks to manifesting everything you desire, I definitely have quite a few of these. So, not worthy, not ready, not clear. I have this problem. I'm not always clear about what I want. Not enthusiastic. I could be a bit blasé about stuff, so I think this applies to me as well. Not open. Definitely my problem as well. I feel like things should unfold in a certain way. I'm not open to a lot of the opportunities that come my way. Not healthy, not willing, not prepared, not helpful, and not realistic. So if you have some goals where you think that, oh, well, that's not realistic, I'll never reach there, just that attitude could be a hindrance to manifesting. So, yeah, that's a very quick summary of the book. It's a small book, a quick read, and easy read, and I definitely recommend it as you read for the new year if you are thinking about law of attraction or manifesting or just trying to get really empowered in who you are and thinking about God and spirit and universe and all of that stuff. I think it's a good place to get all of that within this book. Anyway, hopefully you guys will be doing vision boards for the new year. I've done mine on Pinterest. It's up on Pinterest. Got lazy, don't want to print it out and paste it all over a board. I'll be meditating on the New Year's, ushering in the energy that I want for the coming year. Yeah, and that's about it. All my love your way. Till next time.